I was coming into the new year thinking that I can keep a positive mindset and nothing can deter me from making sure that my mindset stays positive. Because you know how you'll look at everything you've been through throughout the year. You'll look at the bull crap you've put up with other people, but then also you'll take the time to just be like, you know what, there's some things I want to change, there's some things I want to add, there's some things I want to do more of, there's things I want to do less of, right? But then you'll get on the phone with that one person on New Year's Eve that will find all types of ways to just push your buttons. And I'm a nice person. I love everybody. I just never understand why people just come for me for fun. And they don't do it all the time. I'm not saying I'm attacked all the time, so don't label me as a victim because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I know for a fact I'm not a culprit. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to know, how does my journey change the way people view me? Or how does your journey change the way people view you? What do I mean by this question? Because some people are going to look at it as a hypothetical question or whatever, and that's fine. But I just feel like people will watch you grow, they'll watch you struggle, they'll watch you become successful throughout your process. They'll just watch every move that you make. Now, some are watching to copy, some are watching because they're truly motivated and inspired. And then you always have those ones that are just watching because they just jealous and really honestly they really want you to fail. They don't want you to win. They want you to fail. And then you got some that are just watching because they're just watching just to see what happens. If you fall, great. If you stand up straight, cool, whatever. They don't care. But just watching is enough for them to say that they can have a conversation or two off to the side about it. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I'm trying to make is people will still try to find a way to belittle your journey, belittle your success, belittle your progress. They'll find ways to belittle everything that you're doing, but they won't get up off their behinds to do nothing. I am sick and tired of having to explain to people why I chose to be a mom, be a wife, be a boss. Why I chose to do the music, while I'm pushing myself to do acting, why my journey, why I'm doing this. When there's people that will contact me that knows that I come from nothing. They know that I lost my parents at a young age. They know that I have a lot that I've been through, and I'm just living my life. I'm doing better. I want better, so I'm pushing myself to be better. I have a lot going. I have a business. I sing. I do this. I do that. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I have a good life, and it's like I think it makes them mad because I'm not somewhere in jail or dead or really going through. So when I get phone calls, which was just one phone call from this one person that I haven't even heard from in a year and a half, and they're just like, but you should do this and you shouldn't do this and you don't do enough of this and you don't call me. And I'm like, but you don't call me either. You know, I'm done with the one-sided relationship, sweetheart. If I don't hear from you, then you don't give a care about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it have to be me making the effort and me doing everything first? Whatever happened to, if it's genuine, it's easy for you to do this instead of saying, well, I just figured I would try to reach out to you before the new year because I needed to see something. What are you looking for? What is there for you to see? You're not even in my face. You know what I'm saying? So how can you really see it? You get where I'm going? Like, you're not here with me to see anything. So to say I'm just trying to see something, what are you trying to see? I'm the same old Daniqua that I've been all my life. The only thing that has changed about me is I have a better perspective on life because I'm older now. What has changed about me is I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner, so I'm more business oriented. I think more logically when it comes to numbers and planning and making things make sense because that's the adult thing to do. And I prioritize things in my life and people. So when someone tells me, oh, well, you should be calling me, all I'm thinking to myself is, sweetheart, if you're not breaking your neck to call me, why should I worry about calling you? The phone works two ways. Text messaging works two ways. You text me, I text you. If you don't hear from me, just reach out and then I'll text you back. But to say that I've just totally abandoned you, and I'm like, where is this coming from? First of all, the only people that I'm concerned about really abandoning is my husband and kids, and I'm never going to do that. So I'm just trying to understand, like, where, if we're adults, right? Why are you looking to someone else for glory or love that's outside your home? You know what I'm saying? This person has a whole spouse that they could be concerned about, but instead they're worrying about me. So this, what I'm doing now is I'm just going live a lot now on my YouTube and leaving these videos up because eventually they'll be viewed by so many people that can relate. Like, I need to know that, I need to know why my journey changes the way people view me, or why your journey changes the way people view you. People see you elevating. They see you progressing over time. They see you knocking your goals out. They see you just doing your thing. And for whatever reason, instead of them calling you to congratulate you or ask you how you did it, they rather call you and be like, well, I saw what you did, but anyway, why aren't you calling me? Why you don't do this? Why you don't do this? And I'm looking at them like, honey, the phone works so two ways. You know, like, you can call me sometimes. I don't always have to be the one to make the first step. No one should ever put that weight on someone's shoulders. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I used to be a people pleaser up until about 3 years ago. So that's why people assume that, it's still in me. But baby, it's not. It's not in me, and it ain't on me either. I've learned to identify my triggers. Know your triggers. I've learned to identify my triggers. So I don't put myself in situations like that anymore to where I have to feel bad for people to overdo for them when they'll never do for me. As long as God is number one, you don't have to ever worry about that. And that's all I ever do is pray. Because I just really be wanting understanding with some people. Because people will see me just on my grind. They don't even, like, this person don't even support, but you'll call me and ask me why I don't call you. And I'm like, I haven't even heard from you in so long. Like, I don't have to break my neck to call you. You know I got a lot going. You know what I'm doing. You get where I'm going? If you want to talk to me and check in, you can do that. And then we can do that. And you got to say, hey, this is what I want. But also know that I'm always going to prioritize my life and my relationships outside my home. That is a normal thing for any and everybody to do. No one is constantly available to talk to everybody, that they've ever known. Like, I'm not superwoman. You get where I'm going? I'm trying to understand why people seem to think that they can just throw that weight on my shoulders. And I know that up until 3 years ago, that was a big thing that I was doing. I was people pleasing and always breaking my neck, staying in constant communication with people that I've known all my life and all that. But it comes to a point that, I can't do that. I'm getting busier music wise, busier mommy life wise, busier business wise. I just don't have time for that. And people shouldn't put that weight on my shoulders. And this person tried to make it to where when the new year was brought in for me, that it was going to be, a terrible 2024, I believe. I feel like they were wishing bad on me, just even calling and saying, hey, they weren't being considerate, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has a New Year's resolution where they're saying, look, I'm not going to deal with drama. I'm just going to tell people like it is. And what's crazy is I just told her like it is. And I think it blew her mind that I was doing that. Because she was like, oh my God, in your adulthood, you're not the same. I'm like, girl, I'm still the same person. However, there's boundaries now. If I tell you that I can't break my neck to contact you because I have this going on, you should say, I understand, because I don't hold that weight on you saying, well, you could have called me too. I don't break my neck to say that. Everybody has things that they're doing in lives that they have. Like, what is wrong with people? People are weird. I just don't want to deal with that. You get what I'm going? So I think that people need to stop looking at other people's journey and feeling left out, or looking at the other people's journey and trying to, dictate what they deserve and what they don't deserve. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I've been through the mud. I got it out the mud. I'm proud of myself. I'm just learning to celebrate my victories. I have a single, my latest single, Synergies, that hit number 64. You see my plaque on Apple iTunes, the summer of June of last year, 2023. And I didn't even really celebrate like I wanted, because it'd be so hard for me to celebrate small and big victories, because I don't want to overshadow anybody else, or I don't want people to be like, oh my God, she's arrogant, or she's, flaunting it or whatever. But I decided in 2024, I am doing just that, honey. And I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. Excuse my language. Because I ain't cuss up until now, so I apologize. But I'm just doing me and I'm not caring. You know what I'm saying? Because people will look at your journey, watch you struggle and go through stuff, watch you progress, watch you fail, watch you get up again. And, you know, they'll choose the right time when everything is really starting to go good for you to call you with some negativity. And that's what I felt like she was trying to do. And I feel like she was trying to ruin my New Year's by doing it literally on New Year's Eve at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. That was just the weirdest thing ever. And I was trying to wrap my head around it all day yesterday on New Year's Day. Like, oh my God, you know, but then I just finally realized when I woke up this morning, I prayed about it and I was like, you know, this person is not happy. She's not happy in her life. And, you know, sometimes when people are not happy and they're miserable, they want you to be miserable too. But unfortunately, that's just not the road that I'm going down these days. I'm choosing happy over anything else. My mental health is so important, sweetheart. Everybody's mental health is important. You know, why not spread positivity? You know, why not call somebody and say, hey, I ain't heard from you in a long time and I love you. Something like that rather than all that other stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here. And again, the topic of tonight was simple. How does my journey change the way you view me? Like, how could your journey change any way that people view you? Your journey, your life is your journey and it's your life and you're just living it. Anyone that has an opinion or that feels any type of way or whatever, like, they can't validate your feelings. They can't validate your walk. Like, none of that matters. Their opinion is just like irrelevant at this point, especially if they have not been around. Now, if they've been around and they're putting you in your place, then that's different because you respect them and you love them. And if they value you just as much, then it makes sense because that's a real close-knit friendship. That's different. Like, I have my best friend, Chris, that can come to me and talk to me about whatever, and I'm going to hear him. I have my husband, my kids. I have my cousin, Chantal. Like, they can come to me and talk to me, and I'm going to hear them. You get where I'm going? Because we talk all the time. They love me. I feel it. I value them. They value me. But for someone that I ain't talked to in so long and they sit up here and they just watch everything that's going on, they don't really support, but they have every little thing to say when they finally do get on the phone and none of it is positive, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Anyway, maybe this can be considered a rant. I don't know. Maybe this is a way of being able to show people just how personable I am as people start to view my videos, because I'm going to do this more and just lay it out there, what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, where I'm at emotionally, because I feel like that's important too. I'm a songwriter, so I'm a storyteller. Oftentimes, a lot of the music that I write that's on my page, you can check out some of my videos, is real life stuff. Either it happened to me, I've been through it, or someone that I've known have been through it. You know, I'm just writing reality, you know? And one thing I don't like is for people to underestimate me, but I really truly don't like when people try to tell me where I'm at, what I'm thinking, and what I'm feeling. That's crazy. And if I tell you that it's not something, you still be like, well, I think that it is. Because that's what she just kept saying. Well, I think that you just don't want to. And I'm like, girl, all I'm saying to you is I'm just busy with life. I'm just living life. I have so much that I got going on. I really don't have time, you know. But if you want me to make time, I can do that. But just understand, please make sure that you do the same for me, because it's only fair if it's 50-50. I don't do the one-sided relationships anymore where I'm breaking my neck to contact you, texting, checking in on you. And, you know, it's like, oh, now, you know, you'll say something because I said it. Just, I don't have time. I just don't have time. It's the truth, and I've been on the same journey. Listen, let me tell you something, Phenomenal Fitness. What I've learned from people, especially people that I've grown up with, right? Because they'll try to contact me just to kind of, you know, see, you know, where I'm at and what I'm doing. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know why people contact. I don't even get that either. If you can explain that to me, that'll be great. But it's like people just need to stop judging folks. I don't feel no type of way because I get busy and I seem distant sometimes myself. I don't feel like anyone owes me anything, advice. And that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like anyone owes me anything either. I feel like we should be able to just live in harmony, like just live our lives, and there should be no issues. You know what I'm saying? But people be no crap. They be like, you don't call me, you don't this. And I'm like, you don't reach out to me. Nobody calls me. My phone is dry. My phone is dry, guys. Like, I get business calls in and like artistry calls and emails and stuff, but I don't really get no phone calls from nobody. I'm being honest. Like, if I'm gonna be all the way 100, like, my phone dry, but a lot of people claim they love me, but I'm like, where's the love? You know what I'm saying? If you know me, like, where's that love at for real? So but I don't hold anybody accountable on that. I just say, look, I got my own family, I got my own life. Everybody has their own life and their own family and their own thing that they're doing, so it's fine. I don't hold it against anybody, but it's people out there that do that. That's okay. Look, you don't have to apologize about not supporting me that much. I just appreciate you, period. And even coming on my live tonight, like, that's awesome, because y'all know I don't never go live here on YouTube, but I'm trying to do better. I said 3 times a week I was going to do this at night, you know. You say, I wish for myself I could support others, including you, more. However, I had to fill my own cup first because I used to pour so much into others. And that's my thing. I did the same thing. It's like I disappeared, even like on the scene here in Atlanta. I disappeared for like a good 3 to 4 years. And people are always asking me, hey, could you come here? Could you come there? And I'm like, oh, nah, because I was really getting myself together, because I had to reevaluate my life, because I was like, why in the world am I always at everybody else's beck and call? But when I need someone to come and show up for me, there's no one around. It just doesn't make any sense. If a person is nice, nice people always get the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? But mean people or people that are full of crap, it's like everybody show up for them. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. I'd be lost about that. Cause I'm like, if I'm putting out good energy, why am I not getting it back? So that's why I had to start just focusing on me, you know, talking to my therapist and focusing on me, you know, and my family, my inner circle. If I'm going above and beyond, it's only going to be for the people that are in my home. So I feel you on that. And you don't have to say sorry about any of that. You're supposed to only be filling your cup and taking care of you and your family. Everybody else can wait. Everybody else can wait, because when you're down and out and you need people, ain't nobody gonna be around to help you. People always find an excuse on why they can't be there. I'm telling you, people will always find an excuse on why they can't be there. So it's good that you're about yourself, you're about your family, you're filling your own cup, you're getting to know yourself, and you're focused on yourself. That's important. That's important. That's more important than trying to please anybody. Trust me, because like I say, for the past 2 to 3 years, that's all I've been doing, is just focusing on myself. And it feels so good, like, for real. And people be like, oh, you don't come nowhere. And I be like, I'm not gonna. And I'm not gonna, you know, because I just be feeling like, why? Like the person that contacted me, the New Year's Eve, I'm like, but then she had the nerve to tell me that she was going to church. Ain't that something? I'm going to church to bring in a new year. Now, me, I've been battling COVID since December 12th. My birthday was December 16th. I didn't even celebrate my birthday. Do you think she called me on my birthday? No, she waited to New Year's Eve to call me to tell me about how she felt. You hear where I'm going? And it wasn't nothing positive. But on my birthday, I didn't even hear from her. And that's what I'm saying. It's like people pick and choose when you're important to them. And I know you're proud of me, but I'm proud of you too, because you're filling your own cup. You're doing exactly what I'm doing. You're doing exactly what I'm doing, taking a moment. But I feel like we're not the only people on this journey. Like, there's a lot of people that are starting to wake up and realize that the world is cold. People really don't care about you. And folks are only going to show up if it's beneficial to them. And if it's not, they ain't pulling up. And people will sit up here and watch you go through the struggle and deal with yourself and shoot for success or strive to be better. And they'll either do a lot of this or just a lot of this, watching. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if you fail or succeed. And it's the craziest thing. You know what I'm saying? It's actually upsetting and heartbreaking. But anyway, I just want to come on here and do this live. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for the ones that tuned in, whether you came in and out. Phenomenal Fitness, I am proud of you and I love you. Thank you so much. You didn't have to come on my live, but you came on here and you interacted. That's what I've been wanting more. People that interact more, so that way I'll go live more and I'll talk more. You know what I'm saying? That way you can get to know me, not just as an artist and a singer and an actress, but also as a person, because I'm very personable. And I feel like anyone that follows me, that subscribed to me, that supports me, I want to be able to pour back into you. So my message to you, Phenomenal Fitness, and anybody else that's watching, what I've learned is it is just very important to safeguard your heart and always put you and your family first. Unfortunately, my ex-wife taught me that brutal lesson. God first, myself, and then everyone. Yes, because if you don't love yourself, how can you love anybody else? You get where I'm going? We'll work hard to fulfill every need for other people, but we're lacking, in our needs. And that's what you don't want to do anymore. You really truly just have to put yourself first. Even with me being married with kids, I make sure that I take time for myself. I have my music, it's my own thing for me, for myself, because you got to have that. You got to have that or you'll drive yourself crazy. So I'm just praying for you. I really pray that, God continues to encourage you to, stay uplifted and just keep yourself first. All right. Yes, well, I'm going to follow you on Phenomenal Fitness because I want to make sure that your channel does grow. And we just going to keep talking. I hope you have a blessed evening, sweetheart. Bye.